Well, how do there, chums? 'Tis I, Captain Stephen, and we've got a new expedition. This expedition is called Leviathan, and we're going to be hitting it up. This one is roguelike, and it's in permadeath, so a bit different to normal. But, as per usual, I'm spawning in as a frickin' Viking dressed in purple like a giant grape. Righto, so we're on a strange planet called Crystal Uich, or something like that. You can tell by this badge here, it's got some sort of hourly glass about it, which is pretty darn freaking gnarly, and the expedition, if you can translate that, is Leviathan. Heck yes! Right, like the mythical beastie. And look, we've got ourselves this that pops up, and it tells you that death is not the end, the loop continues. Very much like a roguelike, that's what I'm getting out of it. Elden Ring. I've just been playing Elden Ring, so you have a sort of game I play on my channel, people. Check out the playlist if that interests you. Right, so, what exactly have we started with? Well, I can use my mining beam, which is good, but my terrain manipulator is completely kaputted. I might have to fix my terrain manipulator. Let's go and blast a few things for carbon. Let's grab some carbon. Carbon's always good. You see, I do like to have the terrain manipulator. If a storm hits, especially if we're going to be losing our hazard protection and stuff a little bit quicker than normal because it's a permadeath file, then at least you can tunnel like a freaking mole man and keep yourself out of the storms. Yeah, that should work. That should work quite nicely. Right, so next up, we've got to find our ship. And look at this. I think a storm is actually inbound. So when a storm comes inbound, you can just jump inside that cave hole over there anyway and sort of shelter out of the way of there. But I'm going to need some of this dihydrogen, to make some of that jelly. Yeah, so let's just zap all of these. Then hopefully we can get our terrain manipulator fixticated. Yes, we can. If you're wondering what this vest is, this is Gundam. I really like Battle Angel Alita. If you haven't seen the live action, it's very good. But I grew up on the old anime. The manga was freaking great. Yeah, awesome. Can't wait for the second movie, to be honest. Anyhow, what the fudge is that rainbow bright coloured icon I've got here? What the fudge is that? Okay, weirdness. Looks just like technology, doesn't it? But it says memory fragment. Memory fragment, you say? I think I need to hit on up the actual freaking expedition, sort of help you like text and look at the badges, don't I? Okay, right. It looks like my thermal protection is dropping rather rapidly, so I'm just going to jump in this little cave here to stop it from falling while I take a look at the expedition log. Righto, so here's the expedition log, and the first one is Remembrance. Retrieve a past life. Pop a memory fragment. Aha! That's what I need to do. Right, so let's pop on into the right menu. Come on, freaking right menu. I'll get there in a minute. There it is. Yes, let's click that. Pow! Is that all I need to do? Just absorb that. Okay. And I've got a shield module. Oh no, it's technology. Ooh. Sneaky. I've got an... I wonder if somebody out there, somebody clever, might be able to make one of those, but when you pop it, it actually installs the incinerator module into people's multi-tools. Oh, that could work! Maybe. Oh, anyhow, I digress. We're going off on a tangent. Brilliant. There we go. We've popped our first badge. You know what? I'm going to speed this footage up because this is just me running across the planet, getting to my next sort of location, trying to get to my ship, basically. So I'm heading towards my ship and I'm popping a few resources as I go. I've noticed that the creatures here are rather bitey. Yes, they're rather bitey indeed. And I've reached my ship. Now, I did take a look at a couple of the other badges. Now, one of the badges to get yourself the actual, what is it called? The hermetic seal. I believe I need to die. So you know what? Let's just do what I can, but then I might get one of those bitey creatures to bite me and bite me again and hopefully kill me. And then maybe that might give me my hermetic seal. But anyway, for now, I've reached my actual ship. So let's pop the badge for that and let's claim all that sort of shenanigans. Lovely job, thank you very much. Brilliant! Righto, let's jump inside the ship and let's jump out of the ship to make... Oh, we've got a communique. A communique coming in, you say? Right, okay, brilliant, lovely jubbly. Yeah. Okay, interesting stuff. I'm going to have some of my milkshake. Lovely, in my Captain Steve merch. Look at that, isn't that freaking great? It's a wraparound freaking glass, available on my merch store. See the video description. Oh, that's good milkshake. Strawberry. Right, okay, right, well that's pretty much done. I'm going to pop these. I'm just going to sort out my inventory because it's a mess, isn't it? It's a mess. Right, well I think I've got about as far as I can get without needing... Well, I need that hermetic seal basically, don't I? I can't just buy one, I'm going to have to craft it. So I do need that build thing. I think I just got bit by an actual creature. Let's just install those to get that fixed. And yeah, so we need the hermetic seal and we need metal plating. I'm just going to let this creature kill me, I think, so I can get my hermetic seal. Go on then, do your worst. See that? Bang! Head battered me to death. Death is not the end. Re-enter the loop, traveller. Universal memory at 0%. Huh? What the fuck? What do you mean 0%? I've done loads. I'm in 6 minutes in. And in this... Right, okay. Well, it looks like we're re-popping all the badges. What the Okay, we're back at the ship anyway, people. So we're back where we left off. So I haven't missed much. Awesome. So let's jump inside the ship. Oh, we've got to go through the freaking messages again. I've run out of milkshake now. Damn you, game. I need no more milkshake. Right. Oh, there we go. Lore. Lots and lots of lore. Nothing overly new as yet, though, people. No. Well, it's all to do with setting the actual mission brief, isn't it? But now I've got the hermetic seal recipe, but I still have to craft the hermetic seal. It just didn't give me the hermetic seal for free. No, I've got to actually craft the dang thing now. And what I've noticed is the things that I repaired, like the launch thrusters, broken again. So I'm going to have to refix those. Great. And I didn't bother claiming all the freaking resources on the way back to my ship. So yeah, when I spawned in, I had to get all the way back. And I didn't bother zapping anything. I just ran here. And what I would say is my life support is going down rather rapidly. And getting oxygen is not as easy as one might think. So you want to be shooting hazardous flora. Hazardous flora will give you oxygen, and you want to be scanning for oxygen plants at a regular interval, people. Keep your oxygen levels high. This is something you can do. So as you take off in your ship, now that I've fixed everything, shoot the shite out of the planet before you go anywhere to get a load of the base resources. You're going to get loads of carbon, loads of dihydrogen, and loads of ferrite by shooting the planet before you head on off. Now, the next part is I need to go and speak to Polo, which is the little guy with the little eye caps. This little chap that looks like a turtle out of his shell. Hello, little turtle dude. How are you? Isn't he lovely? Isn't he wonderful? I love his little hoodie. I like his little eye flaps. Hello there, Polo. Yes, he's got a lot of little lingo for you. Brilliant, but I just want to be on my way, my friend. On my way. Okay, what do you got for us? What are you saying now? I don't care. Come on. Hurry up. Brilliant. Awesome. What? The room swims around with me in the air, ripe of scent of chimes and whistles. Hold on, chimes and whistles are sounds. They're not smells. They're not scents. You've got it all mixed up there, my friend. That's just frickin' weird. That's witness upon witness. Okay, right. Brilliant. We're looking into patterns and loops. Yeah. Come on. What's this? Deliver liquid sun. Great. So the liquid sun was a substance that we got during the living ship sort of missions, and we've never had to turn in liquid sun ever again. I don't know what ancestral memories are or the other dusty stuff. Never heard of those two sort of commodities or resources in my whole time of playing No Man's Sky, so that's a bit of a head scratcher. Hopefully it's going to make more sense as we progress on. Brilliant! Then we can pop that badge. Yeah, awesome. Look at all these little badges. I'm like a little Cub Scout. Yes, awesome. I don't like my look. This Viking look really isn't me. You know what? I'm going to head over to a station as soon as we've done here. And I'm going to play about with my look and feel. Okay, great. So we need to install the solar ray. And that takes magnetic ferrite and also the cobalt. Right, so I guess we're going back to our freaking planet then, are we? Yes, that's pretty much what we're going to have to do. Righto! Because, yeah, I've got none of that on me, obviously. Darn it! So here I am at the station, and we're going to be changing out my look and feel. I want to go to be an anomaly, and I'm going to make myself red and white to match my logo D colours. I'm going to go for the Stormtrooper cat-type looking helmet. Yeah, it does look like a cat had made love to a freaking Stormtrooper, doesn't it? But there we go, done. And I think that's a better look and feel for me. Jump in my ship, out of my ship. Righto, well I'm going to be heading down to this fungal mould planet. You can see there, none of the things say activated, so it shouldn't have horrible gnarly storms. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. So here I can get myself some more resources. Now I could fly over the planet and just shoot the heck out of it to get a load of base elements. However, I think I'm going to be needing some chromatic metal, so I may need to be digging up some copper. But not only that, if we do need to get the liquid sun and I've installed the solar ray, then I should be able to convert things like the cobalt deposits or whatever deposits I find here, including copper, into liquid sun, and then we can turn that into Polo, because that's the first thing on his menu of the 3 things that he wanted me to collect. So we'll be doing a bit of that for the chappy, I think, people. So right, let's have a quick look around. and see what we can spy with our little eye peepers. Right, so let's stick this down and let's start making a few of the resources into what we need them to be. So here we go. So I needed magnetized ferrite, didn't I? So let's put in some ferrite dust, and we turn that into pure ferrite. Then we turn the pure ferrite into the magnetized ferrite. Then all I need is the cobalt. Yeah, so brilliant. Righto, so there we go. We've got ourselves the magnetized ferrite. That's about good. Lovely. Let's take this with me. Come on, my pot refiner. I need to go grab some cobalt, but you know what? I can do that. That's just in caves. You're going to find an abundance of cobalt in caves. It's the stalactites or the stalagmites in caves, the little pointy ones, and that's going to get you all the cobalt you need. So there you go. Done and done. Done! Heck yes, we've got the solar ray installed. So that means I can now make liquid sun out of deposits in the ground. So yeah, we'll go over to this cobalt deposit, which is great. So yeah, on this one you can see cobalt is in deposits in the ground. So I didn't really have to go for the stalagmites or stalactites. I was just letting you guys know where they are, in case. Brilliant! So I've shrunk my beam by using the button up there, the L1 button, to shrink the actual beam. If you shrink the beam, you're going to get more out your ground, but it's going to take you a lot longer. And I must say, this thing needs a recharge quite often. It's luckily we got gifted some sodium to do exactly that. But there we go. If you need sodium, it's the yellow plants on planets, people, if you're new to No Man's Sky. So let's just beaver all this out of the ground. There we go. We've got a shed load of liquid sun. We've got more than enough to give to little Polo and make him a happy little turtle out of his shell. So let's call on in my ship and we'll fly back on up to the Nexus and head on over and give it to good old Polo and hopefully move this mission on a tad. Heck yes, let's go. So here we are, people. We're back up with Polo inside of the Nexus. Hello there, Polo, my little friend. Brilliant. All right, again, now let's see what he's got to say for himself. Oh, well, great. That wasn't a very long dialogue. Good. Okay, excellent. So normally I like the lore, but at the moment it seems to be very sort of just about the loop, really, doesn't it? Anyhow, pow, and we're good. Let's pop that. We've got some pre-packaged tech again. A shield. Yes, it's not modules, it's actual tech. There must be a way that someone can get the incinerator into game using this methodology, I guess. The only thing is, I think at the end of this, rather than it convert to a normal save, it converts to a perma or survival. So we might not be able to get it into normal game. Odd one. Okay, right, lovely. Let's put the hyperdrive in there. Let's move all my tech around. I need to have a little bit of a reshuffle and a little bit of a rethink just to make a bit more room. But now we can fly on out and we can do a series of warp jumps. Now what I'm going to do is each warp jump I do, I'm going to fly inside of the station. Now normally I would go and visit the actual exosuit sort of thing to get an inventory space unlocked and made larger. But that costs units and I don't got units. So all I'm doing is flying to each station before I do a warp jump. So it appears on my teleporter list. So then if needs be, I can jump all the way back to all these different stations and unlock them when I do got units. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. And now we're heading over to Anchor Point 1. Notice how it doesn't say Rendezvous 1? It's an anchor point? Right, well I've touched on down and it seems to be a giant lovely portal. And there's a couple of comms balls here. Only two. There's only two comms balls here right now, people. So you know what? I'm going to put down a comms ball. And I'm going to put Captain Steve was here before you. Ha ha ha. Oh, great, I haven't got enough frickin' materials, so I'm going to have to make some materials to make my comms ball. Right, just bear with me, people, because this is very important, this bit, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, I saw Zane. I saw Zane's World is running this right now, and I'm ahead of him, so when he gets here, he might see my comms ball. That's what I'm hoping, anyway. Yeah, they'd be like, oh, great, I'm behind the times. But, you know, I'm going to be doing these videos in phases, and I'm going to be releasing them daily. So phase 1 is obviously today, and then hopefully you're going to get phase 2 tomorrow, and then phase 3 the day after. You see how it works? You're going to get one a day until I've completed this expedition. So hopefully you're going to be using this as some sort of little guide, or if not, look at how I did it compared to how you did it. But there we go. A little bit more inventory management, and let's just get it all done. So there we go. I'm going to pop a few badges, move a bit of tech around, and do all that sort of shenanigans just to keep things nimble. So I've put as much as I can in the technology areas just to free up my actual space. But there we go. There's my little comms beacon. Captain Steve was here before you. Ha ha ha. Right, and now let's I'm going to jump in my ship and out of my ship and create a little save. So what you didn't see in this footage is I've already had one blue screen. I've had one blue screen and a crash, and it was basically when I was flying down into this planet's atmosphere. As I was flying down, I got a scan by a pirate, and it just dead. It just, yeah, too much going on at once, maybe. Don't know. You know, it's a PS5, it's next gen. Shouldn't have these problems, really, should it? Right, okay, next off, if I feed creatures with creature pellets, once you go over to the creature, you don't have to tame them, you don't have to make friends with them. It's a bit awkward when you're reading the actual log on what you need to do, but you just go to harvest ancestral memories. Apparently we're just extracting their memories. Great. I'm sure it's not going to be any bother to these creatures, just robbing them of all their ancestral memories. Oh, did I have parents? Did I have godparents? I can't remember. Yeah, right, okay. I don't know whether they keep their memories or whether we have just sucked their memories out of their frickin' beings. Righto, lovely. It doesn't matter though, does it? We're going to get a badge at the end of the day. We're going to get some free stuff. So, your memories are now mine. Right, brilliant, cool. They're animal memories. It's just going to have them like licking their own ball bags, isn't it? Really. Anyhow, let's convert this into that. Brilliant. So yes, that was copper. And yeah, you can't change liquid sun into anything. I'm sure you could at one stage. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I need some more copper though. So I need to go and get some copper out of the ground to turn it into chromatic metal. Where are you, copper? You're not a copper. You're not a copper. Yes, copper. Heck yes, we're on our way, copper. Don't you go anywhere. Might hit up that knowledge stone because it is rather tempting me just looking at me. No, sod it. I'm not going to bother. Right, let's go and get that copper. Here we are at the lovely copper. And let's start extracting it from the ground. Yes, and I've shrunk my beam yet again. Now, another little tip. You see that my sort of hazard protection is on its way down. Well, if I dig into this copper deposit and dig under said copper deposit and turn it into like a little mini shelter, that will stop moving. Eventually, once I get deep enough in, it will say that it's stabilizing. And once it says it's stabilizing, then I'm not going to be taking any more hazard protection damage from the elements. There we go. Lovely. There we go. Temperature level stabilizing. Excellent. And now I can just mine around me. And I can put my little sort of, what is it, the refiner? The little portable refiner in there, inside the cave like that. Make whatever I want while I'm still drilling bits out and have it on the bake at the same time. Yes. And we're done. And I can call my ship in. Brilliant. So now all I need is the gold. We've got the ancestral memories. We've got enough of the chromatic metal because we've got all of our copper. Now I need to get gold. Where do you get gold from? Shooting asteroids is your best bet. There's other places you can get gold. I think you can mix pugnium and animal turd together to make gold. I don't know how that works, but apparently it does. But anyway, we're going to go shoot a load of frickin' asteroids, or is it Mordite? I think it's Mordite and pugnium. But I'm not going to be shooting sentinels. I haven't got a death wish and frickin' permadeath. Heck no. Right, okay, well, we'll shot a load of those. I'll go away, frigate. I have no units to buy a frigate. You're having a laugh. Right, now I've got to fly down to the actual rendezvous type planet. I'm going to call it the rendezvous type planet. It was something else, wasn't it? It was something else. I can't remember what they bloody called it. But we're going to be flying down to this rendezvous type planet. And once we're there, we can use this new tech that we've now built inside of our ship to pop. There we go. Memory resonator. So there we go. We'll pop that. By the way, I had another crash as I was flying back down to this planet. So I don't know whether it's this rendezvous planet that's causing the crash, but you can see here again, I got scanned yet again when I was flying down. It seems to happen quite a lot. So I have no idea what's going on there. My game doesn't seem to like it too much. So just be aware of that. I don't know whether it's because this planet's quite busy in multiplayer. I've turned all my multiplayer off to negate crashes, but I've still had 2 crashes so far during this expedition, and they were like hard crashes, so I had to actually turn off my PlayStation 5. It wouldn't actually let me submit an error report, so I don't know whether Hello Games is getting them to actually do anything about these hard crashes. It's not so great. Anyway, take that, you frickin' scutter pirate scutter bag. Right, he's dead. Boom. Now we can actually get onto actual logo. There it is over there. There's the icon. 2 hours. 2 hours away. Right, well, I'm going to fly up through the atmosphere. Up where the air is clear and where I can fly faster than 2 hours. Right, there we go. Yes, I know. I've got the lungs of a freaking angel. So I was gifted with too many talents. Right, okay, let's head on down to this loop of memory hotspot. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I put into this iteration doesn't roll off the tongue with ease, I have to say. There's a little bit, what the fudge is all this now? As a new player, considering that after this expedition's over again, you're probably not going to see any of this gnarly stuff ever again, it's a little bit, okay, alright, fine. Well, it's definitely one for us older sort of gamers, isn't it? The ones that have been here since day one. This is lovely stuff. This is all very new. We've got to learn something new. Like it. Yeah, so I'm quite liking this expedition so far, people. In fact, let me know what you think of this expedition inside of the comments. I am hoping to do an expedition review after I've completed the expedition. It'd be unfair to do it beforehand, wouldn't it? Just on gut feeling or reading the patch notes. You can't really do a review that way. No, you've got to run the whole frickin' thing, in my opinion, before you can actually give your opinion on something. Yes, so here we go. Let's hit this on up. Well, hello there, little chappy. Oh, he's mentioned the Leviathan. The Leviathan was like nothing I've seen. The organism I've shackled for ship. I wanted it. I deserved to. Certain that it was just for me, and this prize, mine. My precious. It resisted, would not, wailed and wailed as the infraknife cut its flesh. No! No, you do not shoot giant space whales with frickin' infraknives. Well, I'm glad you've got a grave. You deserved that, whatever happened to you, to become... Oh my frickin' days! Run like the frickin' wind! Did you see that? There's a load of frickin' monstrosities. Luckily, they don't usually come underground, which... just so happens there's a bloody cave right here. How handy is that? Else I would have used my terrain manipulator and just tunneled to the centre of the planet. Because these guys are freaking going to tear me a new one. But like I say, they don't usually come down underground, so I should be fine. Right, well, I'm going to mine some cobalt. Lovely, lovely cobalt. Oh my days! There's one right next to me! Frickin' run! Okay, sod the cobalt. We're off. Okay, I'm going to use a terrain manipulator. We're going to dig a little bit. Right, I daren't look behind me. I'm going to look behind me. Oh my god, he's coming. Right, okay, there we go. Let's dig. Dig. This is like dig dug, isn't it? Right, you know what? I'm going to seal off the cave behind me so he can't frickin' follow me. Right, okay, quick. Oh my days. And there we go. We're safe. We're safe again. Phew. I can pop my badges now. Brilliant. Well, it looks like one of these badges seems to be optional. Anyway, let's make some space because we've run out of frickin' space. The only trouble is I don't know whether I need those sort of creature memories or the liquid sun at this stage. I think the liquid sun I can turn back into Polo in quantities of 250. I'm sure it zeroed itself, and I think that optional marker there goes up. I think I've got it up by 12%, so I think I might have to do that maybe another 5 times to move it on. But I might make that as a secondary video after this one, like a phase 1.5 or something, just if you want to do the optional stages. I'll see if I can work out how to do the optional stages, and if I work out how to do it, I'll make a 1.5 video. Okay, brilliant, done. And yeah, so there we go, let's do that. And brilliant. It looks like we've got some sort of lore fragment there that we can keep on our person for all time to remember this lovely expedition. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that lovely? Yes, it's the one that's not all sort of blurry, the one with the atlas on it. Oh, got a movement module. I've got no room for it in my tech. Okay, fun times. I'll just put it there then for now. We need more inventory space. There it is. Look at that. We've got ourselves a nice little lore fragment. Heck yes, we have. Brilliant, eh? I love it. Awesome. Done. And yeah, so I guess that's it for today's episode, to be fair, people. Hold on. There should be one more badge that I can pop, I'm fairly sure. Wrong menu. And here's the correct menu. I can't pop that. That's the optional mission. So hopefully I'll be doing a 1.5 video for you if I work out how to do that. But for now, I think I can pop the last badge in here, and I think that's pretty much where I'm going to be ending off for you guys today, peoples. Yeah, so that's all of phase 1 done, and there we go, there's the badge that you can pop there. And we've got ourselves the poster, the Leviathan poster plans, and the Loop poster plans, and the Times poster plans or something. Lovely, we got ourselves 3 posters. Brilliant. Until next time, people. Goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.